Hey gang, Ronan here. As you can see in this game, I'm playing the Tier 10 Imperial Japanese Navy destroyer Shimakaze. This is a mixed tier match, Tier 10s, Tier 9s, and Tier 8s. No CV, that's a wonderful thing when you're playing a DD. There is a little bit of radar in the form of Petropavlovsk, Atlanta, potentially the Edinburgh, but more than likely not. I've spawned center, so I will do what I can in the center. Enemy DDs are both Shimakaze. I think that comment from the Mino was he was hoping Gearing would smoke. I have done that before for a Mino in a different game when playing my own Gearing. Get 2-minute smokes. So what that does is it allows you to spot, allows the Mino to sit in your smoke for 2 minutes and just daka things, and then when your smoke wears out, then he's got his own smoke. It can be very effective, and it's a great way to help a Mino help you when you're playing a DD. And you can see the radio location or radio position finder indicator, the kind of little semicircular thing there above the aiming reticule. And it tells me where the nearest enemy ship is located. So he's in the cap. You can see him there, kind of on the edge of the the cap. He is trying to secure it, but being radared by our Chapayev, he's moving out of the cap. Now I don't want to get radared by the Petro. Which is why I'm staying where I'm staying. And I'm debating about where to throw the torps. Shima might just reverse back toward the cap. So I will put torps out there. And I'm guessing that the Petro has just moved to the north end of that island there. Yeah, he's not as close to the island as I expected him to be, but he is more or less where I figured him to be. If he moves forward at all, he might eat a torp, but I think he's reversing. And as long as he's not moving forward, I can move into the cap. Yeah, I'm detected by the Shima, who did back into the cap. Took a little chip damage there. Well, I've got a radar cruiser, a Shima, and then a Vermont here, so I don't think I'm going to be able to stay there. Chappie did what he could to help me, but yeah, I'm looking at where our Tirpitz is, and enough said about that. I've got torps back up here very shortly. I don't want to get radar. There's the radar. I just moved into the radar range. I might take a little bit of fire here. He probably thinks my torps are on the way. It's a long shot, but maybe I catch the Shima. Mino's moving in this direction, so I'll have some cover fire. You can see Chapayev where he's at. I mean, he was doing what he could, but he had to make sure he didn't get smacked by the Vermont. But Mino's moving right in, so I'm going to follow him in here. Yeah, that's pretty ugly. Our chappie does manage to finish off the Shima, thank goodness. Now, why didn't I just head right in? Well, when I saw where the Shima was, it occurred to me that he might throw torps across this way. And I didn't want to get caught by those. So now I'm going to get up here as close as I can to the island to provide myself some cover in case that Petro radars again. So the good guys are down 2 ships, the bad guys are down 3. We've got some ships pretty banged up, so do they. Their Massachusetts is in pretty rough shape. Our gearing is in pretty rough shape. And it looks like we might end up with all 3 caps here. There's the radar. I'm going to have to reverse because I think Eddie can get guns on me and Drake if they're within range. Maybe not. So I'll just sit right here. If nobody's shooting at me, I can just park right here. I'll wait for that radar, which is probably the 25-second Petropavlovsk radio. There are the shells. I can push up a little bit here. Oh boy. Well, the radar's gone, so I know I can use some smoke now. I just have to try and not die to blind fire. And there's a fair amount of it. Now, can I get torps on him before he gets close enough to proximity spot me? He's definitely going to die here. I don't see any way he survives this. Enemy Slava is almost gone. Petro goes down. We've got all 3 caps. Slava's gone. We've only lost 3 ships. They've lost 5. And we have all the caps. Eddie and Drake, well, they're probably going to finish this chappie in their next volley. I've got 55 seconds till I've got torpedoes back up. Down goes chappie. Drake is pushing in. I don't know whether he plans to come into the cap or just what he's going to do here, but I can't stick around to find out. "30 seconds till torps." And we've got a cyclone coming. Our guys at A did a great job. Our guys at C did a really great job. I mean, they both secured the caps. And we did okay in the middle. But we've got 3 ships that are kind of out of the fight, at least for right now, and for the foreseeable future. Well, 4 if you count the Riga. Just because they're so far away, and we're down to 8 kilometers of visibility. Now, I don't know where the Vermont thinks I might be. Just gotta make sure I don't get detected here. And I think that's probably it for Vermont. Yeah, seven Shima torps. That's enough. And that leaves us with a 7-5 advantage in terms of ships. We've still got 3 caps, although it looks like they're going to take Charlie. Riga and Ohio are close enough to be in the fight now. Balti, Richelieu, and Tirpitz, and they're still really not. I'm not sure what the Drake is doing. My guess is he's probably getting close to the cap, but he might be running. Yep, there he is. Now, if I had torps right now, I probably would have been able to land one for sure, but he's maneuvering. So now it's a question of whether I'll be able to hit him at all. He's going to come around. I might not get the torps out ahead of him enough here. He might just outrun all of them. But if I smoke and fire, maybe I get him to turn back this way. Maybe. No, he's just going to continue out. All the torps are going to miss. That hurt. But he is visible, so I'll just keep adding HE shells. Slow down here, try not to get detected again. Riga's just about to where he can fire, and our Ohio is behind the island. He's not going to be able to get him, at least not yet. He's going to blind fire me here. Pretty close. He is burning. Gotta spot him for our Riga if I can. Yep, I got too far away. Still only 8 kilometers of visibility because of the cyclone. Well, this one's pretty much over, I think. We've got our Tirpitz, Richelieu, and Balti who have all made it back into the fight now. Our Ohio is going to face off with the North Carolina, Shimakaze, and Massachusetts. He's the only one I'm really worried about. But this group we've got up here, I think, is enough for us to be able to hang on and win this thing pretty convincingly. Now, I threw all those torps out there just on a wing and a prayer. Maybe I catch him, maybe I don't. Enemy Shima. Yeah, torps aren't going to do it. I'm pretty sure it's going to be gunfire that finishes him off. Well, we've got 942, 948 points. We're going to win this thing on points very soon. assuming the Ohio doesn't get sunk, and he might. Well, you can see the writing on the wall, I'm sure. This is a fun game. I managed to land 10 torpedoes. Thanks a lot. See you next time.